Yep. Oh, you're serious. All right. So, hey, everybody. Shane here with dailyastrocat.com.
And I'm Carrie. Hey, everyone.
All right. So, hopefully, we're not going to choke through this. Sirius just emerged from his hiding spot in the window. You done? He was just cooking himself in the sunlight.
Yeah.
So, hey, welcome to the Lunar Weekly Astrocat Preview. Success comes to those who make time for it.
I always have time at the very last minute.
You're talking a last-minute king here, okay? This past week especially, time just disappeared.
Oh, God, did it ever. In the thrall of Rona stupor, that's how we roll.
Yeah, COVID. Did it last week on COVID, guys.
Yeah. Little did we know. He took the test right after. It's like, oh.
Yeah, exactly.
That explains a lot.
It was just like, okay, you know what? I think I better test. And it was like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, still have the cough.
So, hey, that's what we get for not taking our marketing courses years ago and being better at promoting this stuff. Working for the man, and I bring the plague home from the office, okay?
Yeah. But you know who was thankful for this week?
Who?
Our cats! Pooperoo just
Wait a minute,
emerged from the window.
You that's how that translates? Just cats like that? Cats! It's like Fran Drescher with cats.
Cats!
Mr. Sheffield!
It's our cat!
Oh, okay, so you're from Queens. All right. So, well, somebody has to help them write this stuff.
It's true.
Somebody writes this stuff.
I mean, how does that work anyway? Do they just surround you and send their cat thoughts for you to decode as their reigning cat lord?
Sort of, but these are trade secrets I never hiss and tell.
Hiss and tell, really?
Hiss and tell. I don't remember what it says.
Something about a wishing well.
It's some 80s thing, but it's hiss and tell.
And I'm suddenly nervous that we're not recording. So I'm just going to check that, guys.
Okay, so, hey, bad dad jokes in the lakes, something like that, hiss and tell. I'll never hiss and tell. All right.
Yeah.
So, there's something we like to call...
What to watch out for?
Okay. Weather getting to you, you're still sick. You look flushed.
Yes.
Yes. Our highest ranking day this week is a holiday Monday that the feds will never bother recognizing. Lunacy. All right, it's the first harvest of Gaelic origin. Yes, bread or beer. Pick your poison.
I choose option C. Both. But I might raise my baguette in a toast as I gulp my beer. Is that okay?
No, I prefer rosé. That's okay.
Oh.
I'm not promoting drinking online, but here, I'll go off camera and do that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, so this is where we...
Okay, hey, we've got a deep dive for you, and it's kind of a different one. I used to love this stuff when I was a kid. Did you ever watch those morning shows where they would do stuff like, even Mr. Rogers did it, where it would be like, go to the crayon factory, and they'd show all the crayons being made and stuff like that. Well, today, we're going to take you on a little special trip that we like to call Lunacy, or Loaf Mass Day, because we are going to be making some bread. How's that sound? So, hey, look.
So cut to bread footage.
Yeah, we're gonna get out of your way, and we're going to talk about making some bread, okay? So, we're going to start with some flour here, of course. There's going to be 2 cups of flour in this bowl.
And there is 1 cup left over for afterwards. We're showing you some yeast.
Yep, there's the yeast. It's 2 teaspoons of yeast.
Yep. And 4 ounces of warm water along with
some barley malt, which we're going to use because we're fancy.
1 tablespoon of barley malt. You can use sugar if you're
You can get this at a store that cannot be named.
Yeah, and we're using
beer.
8 ounces of that beer.
Yep, Troegenator.
And that is 2 teaspoons of kosher salt.
Kosher salt.
Typically, the yeast and the salt are equal in a bread recipe.
We add the yeast to the liquid, and the liquid is actually at anywhere from 90 to 110 degrees. You don't want to kill the yeast. You want it to be warm enough so that it activates.
Yeah, and if you don't have a thermometer at home, you can kind of test it against your wrist, whatever seems...
It should just begin to feel a little bit warm on your wrist.
Yeah.
So that's not a problem, and you can see right there, it's about 90 degrees right there.
Yeah, just under, so that's fine.
Yeah, it was 89. So
Yep.
it's just a touch.
Yeah,
you know?
so that's just to bloom the yeast and get it rolling.
Yep. So
And
we let it bloom for a little bit and sit.
Throw that yeast right into our 2 cups of all-purpose flour.
And now we're going to measure our liquid because we had 4 ounces of water. We want 12 ounces total liquid, so we're going to add 8 ounces of beer to this.
Mm-hmm.
So let it foam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they like adding a little bit of extra sugary something into a beer recipe to make it a little fortified, just to give the additional yeast in the beer something to work with, you know.
Of course. Well, that's a high alcohol beer too, so it's going to have a lot of
yeah.
It's a high malt bill.
So we're just scraping a little bit of additional yeast off the edges, making sure that the
now she's going to top it off with her Planned Parenthood bracelet.
Yep. So there we go.
And there we go. It's nice and foamy. Check out that foam. Add it all to the bowl with the flour and the yeast.
This is like double-decker Lunacy bread because, you know, we got the wheat and the flour, we got the wheat and the beer.
Oh, did you know COVID lasts a long time? Here, hold on a second. Okay, excuse me.
Yeah, so we're very harvesty. If I had my proper things on hand, I would have actually made it a little bit of a
look. I just drew flour on the table. I went
flour. Threw it on the
table. All right, so we're gonna mix this stuff around very gently, and just, you know, basically we're just making it into a nice dough ball. Okay.
Yeah. If we were patient, we would let it auto loose a little bit, but you know we're not.
Mm-hmm. Well, don't start throwing terms around like that.
Okay, so what does that fancy term mean?
That term means when the yeast starts to get in there, and then the gluten structure can actually start tearing itself apart. Because what happens is you make some large strands when you're kneading the bread, and you'll see the kneading the bread in a little bit. But the autolyse function actually just helps it just to start to do that.
Yeah. You don't necessarily have to do that.
Nope.
Especially if you're a beginner or if you're impatient like us.
So here we go. This is where the 3rd cup comes in. And now...
And we're going to show you how to properly measure a cup. If you didn't know, you can just use the back of a butter knife.
That's right. See, I just shook the knife at you. Butter knife. All right. So look at that. Oh, it's so pretty.
So pretty.
Look at that. It's a perfectly level cup of flour.
Yeah. Now, we didn't need to measure that perfectly. It's good to have a perfect measurement.
No,
but,
we're actually probably going to use a little bit more.
Yes.
Because we did add some butter to it.
Yes. Yes. Last minute decision making. We're good for that.
Yeah, we are good for that.
That's why we're artists, not scientists.
Well, you know, hey, you know, that's the part. That's the part. Well, baking is art and science.
Yes, indeed.
You know, there's definitely some science behind it, but there's also a lot of art. So.
And here I go with her. Oh, that was the salt that we just threw in there.
Salt. No. If there's any slugs in that dough, they're dead now. All right, a little bit more flour. So now we're going to help this come together.
Yeah, no, usually at this point, I would be diving in there just with my hands.
Don't worry about it. She will.
Yeah, Shane's dainty. And
Virgo ascendant.
He's just going to
leave me alone. Don't pick on me.
That's his Virgo ascendant. Here's where we decide to add the butter. Vegans don't fret. You can totally add the vegan butter. You can just add extra olive oil. Whatever the heck you want. It's all good.
Well, we just did this because basically we started out with a lean dough, which was flour, water, yeast, and salt. But then we added the malt to it, and with the addition of the butter, that makes it an enriched dough. So anytime you're adding fat or sugar to a dough, some people add milk to it. That's another way of enriching dough as well.
Yeah. Here's where I can't stand it any longer, and I get my hands into it.
Mm-hmm. But just remember that, you know, you're always taking away from what you're doing and adding to it. You don't want to add too much moisture, and you don't want it to be too dry.
All right. You're always substituting, finding balances.
Mm-hmm. Or you can follow a recipe.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Who does that?
Typically, no, we do. Typically, the first time we make anything, we follow the recipe to the T. So then we can like tweak it as.
Then we break it.
Here, I'm doing something a little uncommon for what I would typically do because we have that butter in there that didn't get thoroughly incorporated. So I was kind of just like doing a little bit of a squish to it. Now we're approaching the regular rolling it out.
Well, no, we're still trying to get it to take shape.
Right.
Because it came out a little bit wet because of the addition of butter. So now we're going to add a little bit more flour to it just to help it come along. And then as it comes along, then you'll start to see the loaf take shape and everything starting to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Now, grains and bread or stuff like that are very, very prominent in astrology.
Yeah, they are.
Oh yes, Ceres, the mother of Persephone, and Virgo, and our whole Scorpio thing going on. It's very much part of the year, and it's part of everything. And ancient civilization was actually founded on grains. I mean, that was the belief that it finally got men to settle down and come out of the caves and stop being nomadic because they were able to cultivate grain.
Here you go with the gluten
Okay.
strands there, building some good gluten. Here's where the table starts rocking.
Oh yeah, well no, when you can see when I'm actually doing it, I'm not just rolling a ball around like oh look, I'm making a ball of dough. No,
There's force in it. That base of his palm is going like, "Rah." You can see the table shake a little bit.
well not only that, but it just forces its way through the loaf,
Mm-hmm.
and it just causes it to roll on itself, and
Right.
that's what's
So
building
that's
those
just
gluten
stretching.
strands. It helps make those lovely little crummy the air pockets in the bread and make it rise and give it its crumb structure and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because we like our breads to be, this bread is actually going to have a uniform structure because it's not overly yeasty or anything like that, and it's well worked, and it's that little bit of enrichment in it, so it's going to have a fine crumb to it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got to do my second flip on the bread. It's probably like a little overdue in our actual bread.
Hard
right now,
to say.
We're gonna post some pictures afterwards of how it actually came out.
Yeah, I
We're gonna
wouldn't worry
figure out
too
how
much
to do
about it, but you can
that.
see how we throw a little bit of. We're using the table out there because it was previously sanitized.
Little cat hair never.
Oh, there's the wine bottle.
Oh,
no!
I wish that were a wine bottle. We thought it was a wine bottle.
Oh my God, you're cheesing me like that.
Oh man, no, but it's olive oil. It's good olive oil.
So it's not wine.
Yeah.
Looked like a bottle of wine. I was like, wine for the chef? Are you kidding? Oh, thank you. Oh wait, no. So now she put the oil in the thing just to keep it from sticking to the sides, guys.
And that I have what do they call them? Flour sack towel. I would use those a lot when I was first making bread. I would kind of like just add a little bit of warm water to the top, and it would kind of keep some of the moisture in and everything.
Keep the top of your dough from drying out.
Right, exactly. Later on, you'll see that I decided that a little bit of saran wrap on the top is actually a better choice because it has plenty of air to work with.
Well, not only that, but you were smart. You turned off the fan too because that was cooling it down. Yeah, it's all about temperature and time, guys. Making bread is about patience, okay? It's working with things. It's like working with the moon, okay? It's like working with astrology. It's working with nature.
Spreading out that olive oil. We don't want pools of it in the bottom.
Oh, check it out.
Yeah.
Yep, that guy with his oily hand. What am I going to do with that anyway? Huh? Look at that. Now we're going to just turn that dough ball around nicely. You can see how it's nicely worked in uniform and how it's well kneaded. It wasn't. It had a lot of strength to it. It wasn't coming apart easily in my hand.
Yeah.
Now we cover it up, and now we got to wait. Okay, so there it is on top of the stove. Yep, that's our skull plate.
Yeah.
And now it's doubled in size. You can't really tell, but look at the size of that thing. Look at it in Carrie's hand.
Yep, and then I kind of just like...
She pulls it out. She's going to work it. She's going to reshape it and put it back in that bowl. And now we're going to let it wait again and double again in size. And then at that point, we're going to take it out, put it in loaf pans, and then it doubles again.
Loaf pans or shape it.
Yep. Then it's going to double again, and that's what we got for you. So now we got to get to the part where we have to like say things. So now Carrie's got us like somewhere there. So, hey, last week I did ask a question if I'd be feeling better by Sunday. Little did I know that I wouldn't have a definitive answer for that a week later.
Yeah, our house is still recovering from COVID. Everyone did just fine, but it's really hard to shake once it takes hold of you.
All right, so hey, I'm feeling like I turned a corner, so hopefully, by, I don't know. I've been turning a corner. That's all.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
hopefully
yeah.
we will be doing so in many different areas, okay?
Hopefully, that would be
everybody.
fantastic.
I mean, this is growth right here.
Yeah, yes. What we just presented, yes, that's definitely growth for us. That's turning a corner right there. That's
A little different.
being
It's not us on the camera.
being a little fabulously fearless.
Matter of fact, I didn't even know when I came back on camera. I wasn't paying attention to it.
Fabulously fearless of not being flawless.
I'm probably just sitting here and not paying attention, just going, oh,
Yeah, well, I mean, that's-
you know what? We're just talking to Carrie.
That's normal. I mean, I was kind of trying
on.
to like prepare. Oblivious. Sunday, we're going to explore the world through our words. Maybe sharing some bread making, as we just did. Y'all can share in some bread making so as to have some for tomorrow, the holiday.
Yes.
Lunacy. Stupid work schedules. Fresh bread's always marvelous, and our color for the day is painted sunflower.
Okay, what's better than fresh bread and butter with a dish of pasta and sauce?
Not a whole heck of a lot.
No, talk about the goodness of grain. Hold the beer for that one. Instead, go for a nice red wine, okay? Yes, exactly. It's Monday, the 1st of August. This month is named after Caesar Augustus.
But we made the bread in July, and that's named after Julius Caesar.
We made it on your birthday.
I made it on my birthday.
We made it on your birthday. We made it on your birthday.
It's birthday Lunacy bread.
It's birthday bread. Oh, she didn't even think of that. Now she did. And
Yeah,
she's
I
like,
did.
no, you didn't.
Yeah, I
now you're like all excited. You're not blushing. All right. So anyway.
Anyway, all of the most names are based on what the Romans called them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, like October, the 8th month. October.
Octavian.
Yeah,
Octavian.
No,
Octavian.
October. Octo.
Octo. Yeah.
Octo. Yeah, just like September 7, October 8, 9, 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So, hey, Monday is Lunacy, or Loaf Mass. It's the celebration of the first harvest, like we just did on the video. Our color is sun-touched green. Sun-touched green. And our keyword is lucky. Guess where we're going tonight?
Wherever.
Play that lottery ticket, guys.
Oh, yes. Oh, my
Okay.
God. Yes.
It'll probably be too late by the time you get this, but hey, at least
Totally.
you get one chance in, right?
No.
So anyway, hey, we hope that lucky finds you, okay? If it does, throw us something.
Yeah.
If it does for us, you know, 9 views, don't worry about it. You'll get paid for it.
Yeah, seriously. What's your favorite charities?
Yeah, me, you, everybody, right?
What's
It's
your
us.
favorite charities? Yourself.
It's us, all right? Hey, we hope that you feel like you're lucky. We hope you feel like you hit the lottery every time you join us here, okay?
Yeah, we kind of feel like we hit the lottery every time we present this.
It's kind of fun, you know?
Yeah,
we
good.
kick and scream and we don't like doing this, but you know?
Yeah, no, we do. We feel lucky just getting to do this legitimately. Get into the season, guys, and get your pre-COVID mojo back.
I didn't know that until now. I can't wait.
You already tried rushing it once.
Yeah, I went back to work on Friday.
Yeah.
I survived. Besides, I want to do more. I want to thrive, okay?
Yeah, thrival.
Thrive.
Ooh, this is a long one for me.
Excuse me.
Tuesday. And the plan is to tune in to daily-astrocat.com and listen. There's a big thing that's going to happen soon. We almost have 500 followers on Facebook. Woo! Pretty cool, right? Take it easy and balance out work, play, and getting ready for back to school. It's going to come up very soon.
Back to school. Yes,
No!
indeed. All right.
The key word is chart, and our color is navel orange, and not the kind of navel that you mentioned on the daily, which, guys, if you're not listening daily, you're not getting the full regimen of cat-like intuition. Make sure you check our website, daily-astrocat.com, for a daily forecast in both written and audio format.
You get to hear Carrie do all her cat voices. It's kinda fun.
Yes, all of them.
Yeah, all the time. All right. Hey, Wednesday's going to find us short on space here. Engage in maximum star power. 3, 2, 1, shine. Yeah, I was waiting for you to shine. All right. You know that 80s kid? All right. So, our color is platinum. And our keyword is star power.
This is not fun.
No, it's kind of like weird rusty.
It's, yeah, it's rusty.
All right, so go ahead.
So, star power, technically, that's 2 words.
Star power.
Thursday is to be a call to action. How
I
will
did it
you
first.
extend the reach of that star power?
My charisma.
Your charisma.
Charisma.
Me with my chicken wing.
I'm gonna look at the camera and go charisma.
Charisma. Break out your trusty MapQuest. Time to travel with us. Our keyword is mapping, and our color is rich, vibrant plum.
Vibrating plums. Okay, so Friday arrives, and so does some summer magic. We can feel our power and abilities calling to us. Take what is offered and make it yours. You can do this. Our color is cherry blossom reflected in obsidian.
Kind of a cool image.
I think that's probably my favorite color that you've had for a long time.
Oh yeah, you can actually
It's just-
like
it's-
this obsidian bowl that's just like
Or whatever, just like this.
it's
this
creepy, but it's
reflection
like
on
warm and reassuring at the same time.
like some monument to dead people in Washington in spring. You know, it's like,
oh Jesus,
you
yeah,
know, like
kind
that.
of is.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
Ooh.
Just that whole reflecting thing.
Haunting but wholesome.
Our keyword is magic.
Finally, we're at the end of the week. Woohoo!
All right, another adventures in the books, folks. Whether you are traveling, working, or merely recovering from an illness. Now it's time to really commit to what it is you think you can do. Do it for long enough, and you will actually be doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I can.
Hey, look at this.
I think I can. Oh, no, I'm actually doing it, okay?
Mhm.
All right, so.
Look no further on Saturday. You have everything you need. Trust in your own power and the intentions that you've set for yourself. Me?
Mm-hmm.
Do not back down to yourself or to anyone. What? The keyword's character, and our color is deep amethyst.
Ready for the next section?
This is our section we like to call Best Days!
All right, so back to best days again. All right.
So the best day for love?
It's Saturday. It's super sexy. Okay. The magic lingers. The thought is lost. Make sure the intention is spoken, though.
The best day for a business?
Is Monday. Weeks that begin with the moon and an earth sign are always good for business.
Oh, yeah,
Besides,
definitely.
we made bread. Now go out and make bread.
Best day for transformation?
Is Friday. Embrace a mystery or be the enigma. Understand your own personal magic.
I like the idea of being the enigma.
Mm-hmm.
It must be all my stuff in Scorpio that's like, yeah. Best day for health?
Is every day that you are healthy. Don't take good health for granted. Work towards improving your own well-being, okay?
Yeah. Yes.
Truer words have never been spoken. Hey, thank you all for joining us. We get to do this all together.
Yay!
Do all the nice things below. Like, follow, hit the bell for notifications.
Show us some love. Talk to us. We want to know how your week is going. Did you work your magic? Feed us some feedback. Remember, it's daily-astrocat.com by Stella on Facebook.
All right. Hey, what looks like on the surface to be a lackluster week. You know, oh my God, it's a lot of fives.
Yeah, so many fives. There was only like one higher day, the 7 on Lunacy.
Exactly. But it's really just a series of possibilities. Whether we can see them or not is entirely up to us.
Yes.
Most people go through life wearing blinders. All they can see is what lies ahead.
The whole view in its entirety can be pretty overwhelming. You got your straightforward, you got your peripheral, you got what's behind. Like, oh my God. Not knowing where to begin can lead to paralysis of both mind and spirit. That's why sacred spaces and times are so important. And to let yourself breathe. They connect us with the things that are larger than just us.
Just us. That's right. Just us. So, you know, just take those thoughts and let them fall down like stardust. Okay? Because there's, it doesn't look like much, but it's there. It's a week to really be reckoned with. And by Friday and Saturday, you will get it. That's all we got for you. Enjoy the bread. Enjoy the video. Have a happy Astro Week.
Happy Astro Catting.
Didn't work.